Yeah, what's up guys? Welcome back to my daily weight loss vlog where I'm attempting to lose weight every single day. And I bring you guys on the journey with me, man. Currently still 312 pounds, guys. Not too bad. Today's vlog is basically just what I'm eating today. Workout, we got the lower body today. And the reason why I waited to go to the gym today too is because, I'm trying to figure out if I should eat something before I go or should I not? Like, should I fast? But I need some carbs though. We're gonna do some eggs, 4 eggs, a kiwi. I'm gonna actually do a slice or two of sourdough bread that my wife made. Doesn't smell bad. I think it's good. We're gonna do it. So we're gonna have that and just, improvise. And hopefully, I don't know how to put the bread into my calories, but we'll just try to find something in my MacroFactor app that's like resembles sourdough. This is homemade, so why not? I think it's good though. It better be good. We'll just do 2 slices. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for our sourdough, guys. Hopefully this gives us a little bit of energy for the gym. And we can actually get some work in, man. I actually got to put some work in today because I didn't do a lot of work yesterday. I told you guys that yesterday. We're just so tired, just trying to rearrange my schedule to get up early mornings, which I don't really mind the early morning routine. I feel like my body's going to get used to it, but the only thing is I go to sleep late, and I got to really change myself going to sleep late. It's hard, man. It'd be hard, dude, because my body's just so used to going to bed around like 10 o'clock. And I don't know. I've taken 1 melatonin. I don't think 1 melatonin is good for me, man, because it doesn't put me to sleep. When I take 2 of them things, yo, that stuff be knocking me right out. And this is it, guys. Just some avocado toast, I guess, with some sourdough bread, eggs, and some kiwi. Can't beat it. And so far we got 507 calories, 33 grams of protein, 18 grams of fat, with 45 grams of carbs. I think that's good. I think that's gonna give me enough fuel for the gym, And then boom, ready to rock on. Now we're just stretching before I go to the gym. I gotta get these stretches in, man. I keep neglecting it. My back is like really killing me. Last leg day, I don't know. I tweaked something. So we might go light here today, to be honest with you. A lot of you guys ask why my cat is shaved from the bottom. We had to shave his booty because it's that time of year where they start shedding a lot. So we just try to give him some support in the back. You see the backside? The backside. We gave him a lion's tail, though, or something. Murphy, help your boy out, bro. My back is killing me, sir. I used to be flexible, but I'm not flexible anymore. Feels good to get to stretching, because we're going to go hard on our legs. I should be wearing my do-rag, but I feel like my wave journey has come to an end. I'm too focused, and I hate brushing 1,000 times a day. I mean, I'll still try to get my waves going if I can, but it'd be hard sometimes. My hip don't hurt like it used to. Oh yeah, that stretch is good right there. I need my wife. I can't get up. I'm just gonna lay here for a little bit. It's the lower back, like right here. I used to get my head to the floor. I can't do that anymore. That's when I was young. You guys got a good stretch routine that you can send me? Link in the comment section below if you got it. I'm just doing my best to get any type of stretching in. Remember I used to do the stretch? I couldn't reach this far before. Now I'm getting a little bit better with my mobility. Yeah, see, I never could do this. I don't think I could ever do this before, but now we definitely can. You know what I want to do? I want to do Pilates. I want to take a Pilates class and record it and see how it is. I saw a TikTok with guys doing it, and I was like, yo, I should definitely try Pilates. I tried yoga one time, but I didn't like it. I don't know. You ever see a flexible big guy before? I wish I could do a cartwheel too. That'd be awesome. All right, and we are finally off to the gym, baby. Let's get it. Yeah, so a lot of people have been asking me about why I care so much about the carb count, my Greek yogurt and stuff like that.
I just basically like to look at all the labels and just, make sure I'm not getting a crazy amount of carbs in me right now. It's not necessarily like I don't want to get the carbs, but my thinking is the more carbs you eat, the more water you hold in your body. And I'm not trying to hold too much water, which is fine. I mean, I know carbs give me energy. Like, I just had carbs this morning, but I just want to make sure I'm not getting too many carbs, And another person, I guess, talked about keeping your carbs low, and that's what really matters or something. I don't really have it, but the post is right here. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily the only reason why I'm losing weight is because my carbs are low. I feel like you can lose any type of amount of weight if you just keep your calories low. It just depends on what you're doing and how you want to, do your diet. When I get to 295, I'm going to increase my carbs, like, significantly, and see how that works for me, because I don't like to feel weak in the gym, and that's what I really, really hate, is when I don't hit my mark when I'm doing my reps. So that's something that carbs really will help with, is my lifts. That's definitely what I want to really, work on. So I don't hate carbs. Carbs aren't bad. I always thought carbs were bad at the beginning of my weight loss journey. And I always thought that, in order for me to lose weight, I had to keep my carbs, extremely low, which really isn't the case. And it just depends on what type of carbs we're eating, right? Potatoes, sweet potatoes, fruits, veggies. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about, highly processed carbs, yeah, I don't want to eat a lot of that. So it's just whatever you want to do, I'm getting a call. So it just depends. And I don't know. And I ultimately just say, just do what you want to do, man. Just, if you want to eat your carbs, eat your carbs. That's not going to prevent you from losing weight, unless it's cheeseburgers and French fries, highly processed thing from McDonald's. You'll have a harder time, but you can still lose weight because it's calories in versus calories out. That's all we got to remember. And anyone tell you differently, it is what it is. Obviously you need to balance your macros out with protein and carbs and fats. Now, I do keep my fats low. I keep it around 50 to 45. I think I've been doing a really good job with keeping my fats. I don't really eat a lot of fat. Even when I get my cheese, I don't really eat a lot of, high-fat cheeses. Sometimes I do be craving a lot of fat, though. Like the avocado I just had, I don't know. I had it in my fridge. I was like, why not? Let's just grab that. It's a good source of fat. But I typically just try to keep my fats as low as possible. I don't know. I function well with around 100 grams of carbs. When my carbs get to 50, dog, I am not the best person. I am mentally fried. My brain is just all hazy, gray. I'm extremely tired all the time, which is probably a good thing so I can sleep, but no. And one of my friends told me, you should just eat some carbs before you go to bed because it'll make you sleepy. I don't know. I'm not willing to try that out yet. But yeah, man. It's just all a learning process, man. Everything that I've been doing with my lifestyle, my healthy choices, is just all a lifestyle change and just a different mindset. When I'm thinking about when I was bigger, I never really thought about this stuff. I never really tracked and exactly saw what was going in my body at all. Never. I don't know if you guys were watching me back then in my vlogs, but I tried tracking. I was using my FitnessPal app, and I tried the tracking, and I could not do it, and I just gave that up. But we still lost weight though. I didn't have to track. I just kind of mentally took note, and then we hit a stall, and I was just tracking my protein. But then we hit another stall, and I was just I don't really want to track my calories, but I had to just because it just really helps and gives you insight on what you're actually eating, what you're actually doing. You know what I'm saying? Like the workouts that I'm doing, that's great, but if I'm not eating right and if I'm not eating in a deficit, I'm not gonna lose weight, you know? And I think I'm doing a pretty good job with maintaining my energy, my energy, and just not losing muscle. I don't think we're losing muscle that much. We might be losing a little bit, but I haven't had any strength drop off really significantly that would indicate that, oh, I'm losing muscle. And I think because I'm eating so much protein, I'm eating almost over 200 grams of protein. I try to hit that 220 mark, but sometimes I just don't because I'm not really that hungry. And ever since I increased my protein, like I eat so much more, because if you're eating a bunch of chicken all the time, like that chicken makes you super full, dude, like extremely full. Especially like, yeah, just chicken thighs don't really make me full. They're good because they have a little bit more fat, but like it doesn't make me full. And people say also if you eat a lot more fat that it makes you fuller, but I don't think so. Like when I eat ground beef doesn't make me full. I'm always hungry afterwards for something. Chicken is the only thing that really, if I eat like 3, like just halves of a chicken, like a full chicken breast with something like broccoli or something, like dude, I'm not hungry for a while. If I have like a full plate of beef, I'm still hungry in like an hour or two, which is really weird. I don't know. So that's why I try to stick to chicken for a little bit, just to keep me fuller a little bit longer. I will say I do have to add a little bit more veggies to my chicken meal. My wife made my meal for me, so we didn't have enough broccoli, but I definitely think if I add a little bit more fiber-ish like veggies, I can definitely be a little bit more fuller, especially with my beef. But I just don't like to add a lot of veggies to my beef. Dude, I want to try the nacho bowl. Someone recommended me try with the ground beef and some Quest chips. Dude, that thing looked busted. My wife had a chicken bowl yesterday, which was pretty nice. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be completely awkward going to the gym early morning, man. I like to go at 3 because there's really not a lot of people, so I don't really know what to expect when I get to the gym here shortly. Like, it's gonna be a different crew. I'm so used to the 10 p.m. crew. Like, I know their faces, I know who they are, they know who I am. So like now I'm going to the gym and don't know really who anyone is. You know what I'm saying? So like it's kind of like weird. I don't know. It was kind of like a, hangout type of thing. Like, oh, you go to the gym, you see the same people, and it just gives you that motivation of like, yo, they're still grinding. There's a lot of people that came to my gym and that are not there anymore, or just you don't really see them as often as when they first started out at the beginning of the year. I don't know. I think it's that New Year's resolution thing where they start and then they just don't, finish what they started. And I don't know, like I started last year and I kept going to the same gym, and I don't know, I've just been super consistent, and I don't know, it's just really good. I just being consistent, man, just super consistent. And now that I'm consistent on my diet, it's just about just putting in the time, putting in the effort, like just consistently just making sure you're being straight, if that makes any sense. You just follow that straight line. But sometimes, you get bored, right? You're like, I'm bored, and then you start to fall off, which I've had those moments, but I haven't had those moments in like a month yet where, I'm getting sick of my diet, I'm getting sick of losing the weight. And I think because I'm losing weight and I'm actually like seeing results faster than normal, it's keeping me motivated to just keep coming and just keep putting in work, because like when you don't see results and you get stuck, it gets kind of frustrating, and you just get kind of down on yourself, and you're just I I'm not seeing results. That's how I felt 2 weeks ago, but I just knew, I knew my diet was right. I knew the amount of work I was putting into the gym, and then we saw that drop, and then that kind of was like, yeah, booster, just a freaking motivational boost, man, confidence boost, especially. So, all right, guys, we just made it to the gym. Not a lot of people here, but I don't know these people. They don't know me. They don't know the work that I'm about to put in. I got the water on deck. I got my headphones. They're actually charged this time, so we're not worried. Put a little bit of elements into my drink. This flavor is, I think, sea salt, or what? Half the package is off, so I don't know exactly what this one is, but it's sage salt. I don't know. It's the yellow one for element. So I grabbed that, and that's 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of magnesium. So we're getting that in, man. Oh, I've also been taking a multivitamin too. I've been taking it every night before I go to bed with my melatonin. So I don't know if that's helping either. Just getting that little, just a generic multivitamin. And I don't want to take too many supplements, but those things are like just something just to help me out, make sure, I'm not getting a lot of cramps and, all that other stuff, because I haven't really gotten a lot of cramps lately. I get like side cramps, and like I used to get bad cramps. That's why I have to, that's why I've been drinking a lot more water. But when you drink a lot more water, you just drain out all of your, your nutrients and stuff like that, or whatever it is. You just detox your body from all the stuff that's in it. So then I had to add some supplements to it because I sweat a lot. That's why a lot of people are like, why are you taking supplements? Just get it from food. And I'm just like, bro, I sweat a lot, and I work out a lot. Like, I don't think people understand how much I work out. Like, dude, if I was not vlogging, I literally could be in the gym for 3 to 4 hours, just doing stuff, because I'm just so dedicated. I'm so locked in. So like, typically on the day, you guys don't see all my workouts, but I put in a lot of work. I go to the gym for at least an hour and a half. I've been trying to cut it down, trying to lift heavier, but on my lighter days, I literally just stay in the gym for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I sit in the sauna, and then I even get steps around my neighborhood, and then I walk on my walking pad. So like, I do a lot of work, man. It's not like I come to the gym, get an hour in, and I don't do anything else. Your boy's working hard. 3 plates. I think this is what, 315. I'm calling it 315 because I'm counting the machine part as 45 pounds. I don't know if that's right, but we're trying it though. We'll keep it at that until someone tells me differently. All right. All right, how many do I have to get? How many I got last time? I got 16 last time. All right, come on, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14. We got 20. That's good. Worked for that. We did better than we did last time. Oh, that felt good. I'm shaking right now, but all right, 405. Should I go 405? Should I go for 4 plates? I don't know. Let me try it. I'm going 45. My legs are shaking in fear of this. Let's go though. We got a 115. Let's see how many I can do. I don't know, for some reason I feel like I got a little bit more energy than I did the last time I did legs. I don't know if it's just because I'm working out in the morning time or I got rest over the weekend or I cut down my step count. I don't know, but my legs feel a lot better now. And it's so weird that like when you just work out a little bit more, like the soreness isn't there a lot like it used to be. When I first started working out my legs, I was always sore. I couldn't like walk the next day. I mean, I still have those moments, but I recover a lot faster, which is good. I also found that if you work out with the soreness on another leg day, it feels a lot better the next day, which is really weird. I always thought if I was too sore, I just wouldn't recover as often, but it could be my diet too, with me just eating healthy and clean. All right, now we're just gonna go the whole stack now as my working set because I can do the whole stack, which is pretty interesting. So we're gonna go 175 and we're just gonna try to get 15. All right, we just got done with our workout. I don't know why I'm doing this, but you see the fat, like, just, there's a lot of fat here. This is where I hold, like, the majority of my weight, like, in my legs for sure. You can see I got, like, varicose veins, but, man, not a lot of fat down here, though. You see that? Not a lot of fat. But inside, in the insides, it's pretty crazy. There's nothing I can do about these. They're just gonna be there for the rest of my life. So that's the fatness right there, guys. Fat legs. My other calf is like more defined than this one, which is really weird. How do you even flex your legs? I don't even know. I can't even do it, but those are the thunder thighs legs, guys. Dang, I didn't even notice, like, look at that. It's freaking crazy. Yeah, my wife said there's nothing I can do about these. Looks like they're getting worse. Jesus Christ. But those are the legs. That's why I keep them covered all the time, because I don't want to see my legs. Some big legs, though. Big legs, guys. But we freaking crushed the gym, though. Now it's time to go get some protein in us because I got to get protein. We just had a hard workout. I had to go home real quick. I had to get changed. I had a protein shake, my Nuri protein shake, 30 grams of protein for 160 calories, I think. But I decided to come out here real quick because I want to get my steps in, and I also wanted to get some coffee. All right, now we're out here just getting these steps in, baby. You already know what the deal is. So, guys, I started reading this book called Great by Choice. I think it's by, his name is Jim Collins. I took notes, so if I'm reading off my phone, I'm sorry. It says the author studied these companies that outperformed their competitors by like 10 times, not because they were like the luckiest or the most innovative, but because they were like super disciplined and consistent. And the more I kept reading, I was like, yo, this kind of relates to my weight loss journey where I have to be disciplined and consistent, or just really any big goal that you have in life and like you want to accomplish. But yeah, there's like a couple like big things I took from the first couple chapters that I really want to talk about and share with you guys. So I guess we can call this a teaching moment for all of us. All right, the first note that I took from this book was this thing called fanatic discipline. And it basically means it's not about motivation, it's about discipline when motivation isn't like really there. And I guess these companies that survived crazy times weren't the luckiest. They were disciplined about sticking to their plan. They didn't chase shiny objects or slack off when things felt easy. They kept doing the process every single day. So I guess if we can put that into context with my weight loss journey or our weight loss journey, showing up to the gym when we don't even want to go, like hitting our step goals like I'm doing right now, even though the weather is kind of crappy, or if the weather's crappy, I can go back home and freaking just walk on my walking pad. Even with tracking calories, if I have an off day, you know what I'm saying, still track that even though it's an off day. I got this note here that says discipline over motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline moves you forward. Yo, I'm a philosopher now. Your boy D is a philosopher. Another idea that really stuck with me from this book was this thing called the 20-mile march. That's a lot of hills. There's a lot of steps. So back in the early 1900s, it was this race. It was two teams that wanted to get to the South Pole. They wanted to be the first team of explorers to ever get to the South Pole, right? One team was led by this guy named Roald Amundsen. I don't know who that is, so we're just gonna break it down and call him Michael Jordan. All right, so the first team that's led by Michael Jordan, his game plan was, yo, we're gonna walk 20 miles a day, every single day, to get to the South Pole. If the weather was good, they would still do no extra miles. They would just do their 20 miles. If the weather was bad, they would still go and do their 20 miles. If it was raining, snowing, I don't think it rains in South Pole, so it might have been like snowstorms and stuff. So they would still walk 20 miles. Michael Jordan's game plan was about steady, consistent progress no matter what. And that's what MJ taught us, because he was always consistent. But now we got the second team led by this other guy called Robert Falcon Scott. We're just gonna call him Allen Iverson for context. Allen Iverson took the opposite approach of Michael Jordan. On good days, Allen Iverson would go as far as he wanted, just as much as they can do. 40 miles, 60 miles, 80 miles, we doing a dang thing. Oh man, I'm tired walking up these steps. But on bad days, they would sleep in their tents, take it easy, have a barbecue, whatever they did back in the day. I don't know what they ate. What they ate, like fish and stuff? That's all you can catch in the South Pole, right? I don't know. But they would take breaks. They wouldn't, work out that day. They wouldn't go any farther. So their pace was like really all over the place. And they burnt out and they ran out of supplies. So the conclusion of the story is Michael Jordan made it to the South Pole first and got back home safely. Allen Iverson, though, his team was never heard from again. I don't know what happened to him because the book didn't really explain that. Oh my God, a bench. I gotta sit down, guys. That was tiring, walking up that freaking hill. Oh, whew. It's hot out here, guys. But the lesson of that story that I got out of it is basically consistency wins all the time. And if we can apply that to my weight loss journey, don't go too extreme with my weight loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't cut my calories down to 1,200 calories and expect me to do the same thing the next week, because it's almost close to impossible to do, but you could do it, but it's just hard, right? It's basically just keeping consistent in my diet. Don't go too extreme. Find a middle ground, something that I can do consistently, which I've been doing, right? The moral of the story is make your 20-mile game plan and stick to that. Find that middle ground of calories that I can do every single day. Find a step count that I can do and don't go overboard, like me trying to do 20,000 steps every single day. That was absurd. 10,000 to 13,000 is good for me. I don't feel bad. My legs feel great. I feel good. And no matter what life throws at me, stay consistent with the plan. That's what your boy D got from it. I'll meet you guys back at the house. Oh God, I gotta walk back down these stairs. Not good. All right, just made it back home. Man, I just realized I literally only had 1 meal and a protein shake. That's it. I haven't been hungry. I don't know if it's just the new wake up time and working out earlier, but yo, not hungry at all, guys. But we have to eat. We gotta get this protein in us. So I am about to cook up or warm up, not cook because we already got our meals ready. We're just gonna have our egg meal, man. That's it, legit. We're gonna have this. Yep. And I actually went to the store because I'm gonna try my hash browns inside of my egg bowl. Dude, it took me forever to choose a hash brown. I'm just gonna make mine next time, but I just wanted some potatoes today because I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. So, but dude, everyone that I saw in the frozen section, they literally had like 600 grams of sodium plus. This one is pretty decent. This one is 60 calories. Has like 13, 14 grams of carbs and like 30 grams of sodium. 25 grams of sodium. Yeah, 13 grams of carbs and 2 grams of protein. So I'm just gonna put a serving size in this and I'm gonna warm it up. Just because I want some carbs, man. See, if your boy D wants some carbs, you're gonna get some carbs. That's for dang sure. So I'm just gonna, plastic don't want in my eggs, yo. Just going to weigh this out. I need 85 grams of potato. And I think I'm gonna do that next time, is put potatoes in my egg bowl next time. Just something that I didn't do today. And people gonna be like, yo, D, why are you eating the carbs, bro? Because, man, I want some carbs, I'm hungry. I just need 85 grams. Question is, do I have to like cook this or can I just put this in the microwave? Babe, do I gotta put this in the microwave? Can I just put it in the microwave? Oh, you gotta cook this on the stove? Man, I gotta cook this, bro? I'm cooking it anyway because I want it, but I didn't know I gotta cook this. So I gotta cook this every time I want this. I thought it was like already pre-made, ready to go, ready to rock. Nope. That is a serving size of potatoes. All right, and this is our third meal of the day. I just put the hash on top and then we got the eggs underneath. All right, and the last thing I wanna talk about from the Great by Choice, the last thing that we learned last night was this thing called productivity paranoia. So these leaders of this big company, they basically, they plan for things to go wrong because in life, there's always things, curveballs, and, things that come our way. And these companies are prepared for that. They had a plan in action. So I wrote down, it's the same thing as having a backup plan, you know what I'm saying? Like with our weight loss. We got fallback meals we can go on, hey, couldn't prep that. We got other meals to come up. We got freaking busy holidays. Boom, got a game plan for that. We traveling. Boom, we got a game plan for that. You know what I'm saying? Even though when I went to travel to PA, I did not do the best, but I still have some type of game plan. But we didn't have that, that plan in action. I kind of just failed and bombed it. So I don't know. I kind of should have just gave myself a little grace, which I did. It's just, I should have had a better game plan when I was in PA. Those are the main 3 things I learned last night from reading this book. Only red flag, an hour, then I went to bed. So to recap that, we had the fanatic discipline, just show up and do the work even when you don't feel like it, right? Then we got the 20-mile march that talked about keeping steady, don't go too extreme and crash out. We ain't trying to crash out over here. We ain't trying to do no crash diets. We doing good, No crash. Keep it on that narrow, straight road. It's been a long road since you, my friend.
And I don't know how that song goes. That was like from Fast and the Furious. I don't even know why I'm singing that song, but whatever. And then we got the productive paranoia, which is expect curveballs and be ready. Be ready all times. I think I'm not really that good with the curveballs. I feel like I probably need to get better in that area. I think for me, I have fanatic discipline. I definitely am disciplined with my plan as of right now. And I think I've been disciplined with my journey, especially on YouTube. I've been very consistent with uploads. I don't think I've missed one this whole entire year. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's literally what I learned last night. And let me know if you guys like something like that, man, because I want to start reading more books and want to share what I learned from books. It doesn't necessarily have to be like weight loss related. It could be something that's similar to like something else, even like business books, right? And then we could just read it and just give you my input on it. I don't know. Just like this book, I feel like it's more motivation and teaches you like certain things to, look out for and work on and just give you like tips and stuff to help out. But yeah, just let me know if you guys like something like that and we can keep doing it. I don't know. Or just say, yo, D, that's complete trash. And you didn't need to do that at all. And that was the dumbest thing in the world. Just saying. But guys, we're on here getting my steps in, getting the last few steps. We walked a lot today, man. We actually did pretty well. I felt really good today, like really good. My energy levels were fine. And hopefully my body's gonna adjust. I just don't know why I wasn't so hungry for the whole day. But other than that, I feel great, man. I feel good. My time is structured now in a way where I don't have to stay up till 10 o'clock. And my bedtime is coming up. And hopefully we can get more than 7 hours of sleep. Well, definitely more than 4. But guys, that is it for your boy. We definitely got over 10,000 steps. We got over 14,000 steps today. We have 1,751 calories, 210 grams of protein, almost 50 grams of fat, and 115 grams of carbs, which isn't bad because we stayed under our carb goal. Let's go.